Hello, hello. Thank you all so much for being here for the 4th episode of BSU tonight. It's almost it's almost Thanksgiving, so we've got an awesome episode planned for you with an amazing guest that I'm super excited about. So let's just jump right into things, why don't we? In entertainment news, let's start there. The hit Netflix original series House of Cards has cut ties with its leading man, Kevin Spacey, who came under fire amidst a sexual misconduct scandal earlier this month. Loyal fans of the beloved show did not want to see the show go so soon, however, so they have started a petition to replace Kevin Spacey with actor Kevin James. Yeah. As of this morning, over 42,000 people have signed this, meaning that we may finally get to see the King of Queens become the Commander-in-Chief of Queens. Hey! Speaking of presidents, Donald Trump wrapped up his foreign diplomacy trip to Asia last week, where he made stops in Japan, South Korea, China, and Vietnam. During the trip, President Trump met with various foreign dignitaries, including Chinese President Xi Jinping, Prime Minister of Japan Shinzo Abe, and the living meme himself, the pen, pineapple, apple, pen guy. The selfie is incredible. Just weeks ago, a red pickup truck crashed into the home of 10-year-old actor J.D. McCrary, who is set to play Simba in the highly anticipated upcoming remake of The Lion King. Sources tell us that just before hitting the house, the driver shouted, "Long live the king!" No? Sore subject, I guess. A new app is being developed to Shazam outfits that you may see on your Instagram feed, meaning that you can now find out instantaneously what designer looks your favorite celebrities are sporting. The app is set to revolutionize the fashion industry, but first, it will have to learn how to distinguish between pictures of homeless men and Kanye West's new clothing line. It's going to be hard. It's really ragged. In other app-related news, a new app called Ice Check will allow users to find nearby McDonald's with working McFlurry machines. That's not even the punchline, and it's funny. This revolutionary development was created after years of customer complaints that machines are frequently broken. The app can even be synced with Tinder, fun fact, so that even after failing to find a working ice cream machine, users can still make regrettable late-night decisions in the McDonald's parking lot. Hidden Valley Ranch. Hidden Valley Ranch will soon be offering 10-inch tall kegs of ranch dressing for the very reasonable price tag of only $50. The United States has a major gun violence problem. The hefty supply of dressing will be sure to satisfy salad lovers from across the nation. Puerto Rico still has no power. The kegs are available for pre-order and are expected to begin shipping December 11th. 95% of the world's oceans have not yet been discovered. Listen, there's no real takeaway from this. Just don't be alarmed when your grandma invites you to a keg party. Kegger. Do a keg stand, Grandma. If you're a fresh new Nazi looking for a hot slice, then Papa John's Pizza might be for you. Papa John's was labeled the official pizza of the alt-right after CEO and Ball State alumnus John Schnatter weighed in on the NFL's anthem protest debate, saying that he's losing business as a result of the feud. Much like Ball State and Lil Johnny Pop's honorary diploma, however, the neo-Nazis are probably just giving him too much credit. As you may have noticed walking around the campus here, Ball State has rebranded, changing the once iconic slogan, "Education Redefined," to the new "We Fly." It's been met with mixed reviews, but personally I would like to petition to change our hand signal also to fit the brand. Instead of chirp chirp, I think it's more appropriate that we start saying flap flap. So please join me in the new motion of "We Fly." Flap, 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 flap. Woo! It's gonna catch on. It's gonna catch on at basketball games. Trust me, you heard it here first. We've got a great show for you tonight, but first, a message from one of our sponsors.
Is that the new Starbucks Turkeyccino?
Oh, sure is. It tastes just like Thanksgiving, but it's in a Frappuccino.
The wait is over. Your favorite Thanksgiving flavors are now at Starbucks. Introducing the all-new Turkeyccino, premium Starbucks espresso blended with slices of real roasted turkey, a cranberry swirl, and chunks of classic home-style stuffing, topped with whipped potatoes and a savory gravy drizzle for a frosty treat just in time for the holiday. Available for a limited time now through Black Friday.
I'm gonna need a nap after this.
Welcome back. Welcome back. The producers wanted to get a Turkeyccino for me to try, but I wouldn't have it. We're almost halfway through November now, so obviously, as you're all well aware, No Shave November is underway. One of our guests tonight on the show is an avid participant in the tradition, and we brought him on here to explain just what exactly this good cause is all about. So everybody, please give a warm welcome to Harry. Come on out here, Harry. Hey there, Harry.
Well, hey there, Andy. It's pretty good to be here.
To be hair. Pretty good to be hair, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Harry, you clearly seem like you're an expert. Please, can you tell us a little bit about No Shave November?
Yeah, so No Shave November is all about raising awareness for cancer treatment, prevention, and education. So, by not shaving, you can use your usual shaving expenditure and donate it to the cause.
Wow, Harry, that is incredibly generous and really smart. Great foresight. Can I ask, how long have you not been shaving for?
Just November 1st, like everyone else.
Wait a minute. You're joking. There's no way that your hair has gotten that out of control in what 2 weeks?
Look, Andy,
I'm over here, Harry. I'm over here.
I'm so sorry.
Okay. So I've got a few questions I just want to run by you. A couple things that come off the top of my head in this situation. Can you eat food?
Well, normal eating habits like bringing food up to my mouth, doesn't really work. So I just kind of like push the hair around or, use a straw.
That's gross. Does the beast grow a little stronger if you drop pieces of food into your hair?
I'm sorry?
Never mind.
I'm not gonna lie, it was a little scary having all this hair consume my face, but it's for a good cause, and it's all coming off December 1st.
Right. Wow. Well, incredibly noble. I'm so sorry. Who am I to grill you on this? You're doing this for a good cause. I'm sure you've donated so much money already. Everybody, another round of applause for Harry. Harry, shave you later, man. Yeah, why don't you help? Can you help him get off set? I'm sure he wouldn't find his way. All right. Well, the fall sporting season is in full swing now, and so coaches everywhere are dusting off their hats and their khakis, coaching their teams. But who coaches the coaches? Check it out.
Hey, Martin! Keep it clean, or your ass is gonna be on the benches.
So what did Coach Jones do wrong?
I think that he needs to be careful on what words he emphasizes, because if you use specific emphasis on specific words, it can portray a different meaning.
Well, you don't swear at children. Children can't hear swear words.
Yes.
Well, I think Coach Jones needs to take it down a notch, I mean, I like the aggression, but maybe throw in some positive reinforcement, Give her a compliment, let her know what you did right.
That was really good. I'm really proud of you. You could be the next coach. That's me. I'm coach. You could be the next me. Yellow? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What? What? Excuse me? All right. I'll get it taken care of. It seems somebody has been doping their coaches. You know how this goes. Everybody circle up. Come on, let's go. Circle up. Start it up, schmozer. Reyes. Reyes! Have you been doping your coaches, Reyes? Give me your hat. Give me your hat. Give me your hat, Reyes. Does anybody else have anything they'd like to confess? No? Okay, meeting dismissed.
So, dudes, welcome to the first episode of Topher Puts Things on...
And Sam!
Welcome to Topher and Sam Put Things on Neal's Car, the show where I put things... Show where we put things on Neal's car to see if he'll get angry.
Actually, we know he's gonna get angry because we put stuff on his car all the time.
Sam, can I talk to you for a second? Yeah. Who's the host of the show? Who do we agree would host?
Oh, well, both of our names
Yeah,
are
but who do we say would host the show?
You.
Yeah, so if you want to let me do that, it'd be great.
Yeah.
Thanks. All right, so it's about 2:37 p.m. Neal's about to finish his shift at the pizza place in the bowling alley.
Mr. Moretti's Pizza.
So I have this can of salsa that I'm going to set on top of his car. All right, let's go. All right, so it's been about 21 minutes, and Neal should be leaving work anytime soon.
Hey, whose salsa is this? Who would just put mild, chunky salsa on the hood of my car? Hey! Who put this mild, chunky salsa on the hood of my slightly used 2004 Dodge Stratus? Hey, get off. First the softball team orders 3 deep dish pepperoni pizzas and sets them on there. Now I got mild, chunky salsa on the hood of my 2004 Dodge Stratus.
All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that first episode of Topher
And
Puts
Sam.
Things on Neal's Car. Come on, what do you...
Ladies and gentlemen, our guest today is an incredibly decorated chef who hails from Munster, Germany. We are so glad to have him here on the show. He's the head chef of the Allegre restaurant here on Ball State's campus. Give it up for head chef Clemens Averbeck. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. So obviously, I feel like like I'm on the Food Network. We're doing a demonstration. What is this that we're going to be making?
Well, as you mentioned earlier in your introduction, Thanksgiving is in the air.
Yes.
And unfortunately, we don't have the setup here to roast the turkey.
Right. I don't think we have
But
time
I
for that.
would
don't know
like
if we have
to
time.
show you how to cook green beans the right way.
The right way. It seems
Yes,
like
because green beans are one of the mandatory side dishes for turkey.
Of course.
And they either come canned or unedible. So I would like to show you an edible version of green beans.
Okay, I didn't realize that green beans were something that weren't cooked the right way. People screw it up very often.
That's why I'm here tonight.
Absolutely.
That's the reason why I'm here
We're
for.
so glad to have you. So so how do we do it? Walk us through it. What's the first
Okay,
step?
first of all, you need to have fresh green beans. Again, they have to be fresh.
Not canned.
Okay? Not canned.
Okay.
And then you have a pot with boiling water.
Yes.
And a lot of boiling water.
Lot of
the ratio of green beans to boiling water is a lot of boiling water and some green beans.
Okay.
Okay.
That's official.
That's the official
mathematical.
ratio.
Okay.
That's
A lot of water.
That's
some
the
beans.
ratio.
Gotcha.
Okay. Then in addition to that, you need to add salt to the water, so it has to be salt water.
Does it?
When I talk about salt water, in this particular case, and it only applies to green beans, not to broccoli, not to pasta, not to potatoes, not to anything else, but only to green beans that you're going to cook in salt water,
Okay.
you need to add salt.
Does it have to be a specific kind of salt?
No.
Doesn't matter.
So whatever you hear from certain people or so, from certain places, TV, salt in the kitchen is just salt. It doesn't have to be kosher salt, it has to be a Hawaiian sea salt or any sea salt or whatever. No, it's sodium chloride, it's salt.
Yeah. Simple. We're keeping it simple. We're keeping it simple.
In order to keep it simple but efficient, now we have salt, we have this water boiling and you could add some salt.
Okay.
This way.
Okay.
Might take a while.
Right.
Right.
Because you said as salty as the ocean.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about the Great Lakes. I'm talking about the ocean.
Right.
You can choose either Pacific or Atlantic. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think
Chinese South Seas,
yeah.
no problem. But
I
it has
prefer
to be the
Atlantic.
ocean.
Yeah.
Okay, Atlantic is fine.
Yeah.
I like the Atlantic too.
Yeah.
The rough waters. No?
Right. Yep.
So what I have here is salt, and now I add some salt, and I want you to, audience, please pay close attention. Okay. Boiling water, salt, coming together.
People screw this up. People screw up the green beans. That's a lot. Are you sure? Are you sure that's not too?
Yeah, it needs a little bit more.
Okay. That's
No,
very cloudy.
we have to wait for the water to recover.
Okay.
It's not kitchen equipment, if I may
Right.
mention to you.
Right. Yeah. This is not. Ideally,
So-
you'd be working with a nice
Right.
grand
No.
setup.
Okay. Yeah.
We're doing our best here.
Okay. No, I think it's working. It's coming back. It's coming back to a boil. You see.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Now I would like some volunteers.
Oh yeah. Let's get a couple people from the audience.
Okay,
Just a
come
few.
here,
Yeah.
come
Let's
here,
get like 2 or 3 people. Come on up here. So,
Just-
what do you? Okay, 5.
So
Yeah,
this,
sure.
this
5
is,
people. That's
this
it.
is no
though.
fake, nothing. There are little tasting spoons.
Yeah. Go ahead and grab a spoon.
Grab a spoon.
And what is it that they're going to be doing here?
Taste the water.
Taste the water. Okay, yeah, here. Here, why don't you guys come around here and taste the water. Yeah, just taste
Here you
it.
go.
Give it a taste.
Yeah. You can have a little bit extra if you want to.
Give it a taste.
Yeah, it's hot. It's boiling. Careful,
some?
don't burn your tongue.
Oh,
That's salty.
Is it salty?
they're all coughing.
So no fake, no fake. It's salty, no? It's salt water. Remember, this only applies for green beans,
Only
not
green
for
beans.
broccoli or spinach, if you ever eat that. So it's salty?
Yeah.
You all agree it's salty? Okay.
Is that all we need more salt?
Yeah, just a little bit
A little more salt. Yeah, a little more salt.
Okay.
Is that all we need them for?
Yes.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Great job. Thank you. Great. These guys taking chances, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, that's how they are, our students, never afraid, huh?
Right,
So jumping into the unknown.
Absolutely.
We fly, huh?
We fly.
Flap, flap,
Flap, flap, flap, flap, flap, flap. Okay.
flap. Here we go. So now salt water is boiling, and now we add the beans. That's it.
Simple. So far, none of
So
this
far.
process seems difficult.
No, it is not really difficult.
It seems very straightforward, but people mess
it
up.
is straightforward, yes.
Okay.
But it's,
I'm waiting for a secret ingredient that you add. Or
there's
some-
no secret ingredient. Now all we need to do is have to wait till the water comes to a boil again, and then we have to cook the beans till they are tender. So they should
Okay.
have a little bite,
Okay.
but at the same time tender. And
Okay.
then as soon as they are fully cooked, we toss them into ice water to chill them down, stop the cooking process, and then we can have another tasting.
That sounds incredibly easy.
Yeah, it is.
Wow. So yeah, that's all it takes.
It's embarrassingly easy.
It's embarrassingly easy. Yeah. So obviously we're on a college campus where people primarily for dinner will eat ramen noodles or frozen pizza or
Well,
cereal.
I
in
went to one of the dining facilities, and I didn't see the ramen noodle. Everything was
Right.
brown
Well,
and
yeah. It's,
fried, so
if they're on campus, they've got Chick-fil-A.
French fries,
Yeah, it's French fries.
burgers,
Burgers, yes.
and something that they call cheese.
So clearly we're kind of limited food-wise here. In all of your experiences, you've had probably some fancy foods. What would you say is your favorite food? What's your favorite food to eat?
Fish, seafood.
Is there
I
a
love
specific?
everything that comes out of salt water.
I see why we're doing this. I see why we're doing this. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Is there a specific type of fish?
Yeah, I once wrote a book about salmon, so I kind of have affinity for salmon, but I also like codfish very much.
Okay.
Codfish.
What's one of the weirder things you've ever eaten? Something really extreme? People say like octopus or squid, or have you ever had something that's?
You consider that weird?
I would. Yeah,
No.
I
yeah.
eat popcorn.
Yeah, right. You have this history with cereals. I wouldn't consider that as weird. I really don't know if I think no food is weird at all. If it is edible, it can't be weird.
Fair enough. That's a good outlook on life.
Yeah.
So are we getting close here?
No, it takes a few more minutes.
Okay.
Usually green bean cookery takes about 4 to 5 minutes. Depends on the quality of the beans.
Okay, great.
So, yeah. So we have to continue our conversation, or you might want to do something more meaningful. I don't know what.
No,
you
this is
plan for tonight.
this is the most meaningful part of the episode right
Okay.
here. So you, as we were saying, you've got a history. You weren't born and raised in Muncie.
That's right.
Take us through a very brief, like 1 or 2 sentences. What's a summary of Chef Clemens Averbeck's life?
Okay, born and raised in Germany, traveled Europe to a couple of kitchens in Germany, Switzerland, Italy, and France. No, Paris, I should say. That's different from France.
Right.
Opened my own restaurant that was considered to be one of among the top restaurants of all in Germany, and then doing so also featured on TV, writing books, and you know what the chefs, star chefs
Superstar.
are really doing all the
Yeah.
time. So in about 20 years ago, I came to the United States, and then I worked at the Plaza Hotel in Manhattan, so Central Park South, and all those fancy guys on the Upper East Side. Taught at the Culinary Institute of America for 8 years, and now since a year, well, a little bit more than 15 months, I'm firing up the ovens here at Allegra. A student-run fine dining restaurant. No burgers.
No burgers?
No, but seafood,
darn.
fish, duck, lamb, all this kind of
Okay,
stuff. Quail eggs. We're serving quail eggs once. Sometimes.
I'm sorry?
Quail eggs.
Quail eggs.
Yeah, flap, flap, flap.
Flap,
They fly.
If you sent out a message, do you think the new President Mearns, who created We Fly, do you think he would try some quail eggs?
Come visit us.
Do you think he would come try
Come
some
visit
quail
us.
eggs if you
Why not?
asked?
Nothing wrong with them.
What do quail
They're
eggs
a little bit
taste
tiny,
like?
like eggs.
Just like eggs, just like regular eggs.
Yeah,
They're
they're
just more
just smaller. You need a couple more in order to, you know, feel filled up. But yes, it's pretty much the same.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
More
we
learning
would welcome President Mearns and everybody else.
Absolutely,
you know?
yeah.
And
So-
you guys too. Students with proper ID get 10% discount.
Oh. So yeah, so let's talk about Allegre a little bit. So so you're the head chef and you're also the instructor, right, for the class that helps run Allegre. For I didn't even know about Allegre until I scoured through, I think, like the junk portion of my email because I don't get told about it.
Yeah.
Explain a little bit about Allegre and how people can hear about it.
Okay, Allegro is a student-run restaurant. It's a capstone course, credit-bearing, so you get credit for what you're doing.
Okay.
And basically, it's open to the public Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, starting at 5:30.
Okay.
We serve one meal only. Everything served, produced, cooked, and served by students. For students, faculty, staff, people of the local community, Muncie, surrounding areas, Indianapolis.
And
actually for everybody.
It's a different meal every day.
Every
Tuesday,
day it's
Wednesday,
a different
Thursday?
meal. The students have to research an area within the United States that is of some kind of culinary interest based on their findings, and they have to develop a menu.
Okay.
And then they have to order food, and they have to assemble a staff.
Okay.
And then they have to produce the food.
So
and
theoretically,
then they have to serve it.
Theoretically, you could get salmon on Tuesday and then barbecue on Wednesday and Egyptian food on Thursday.
That's not theoretically, that is how it is.
Oh, all right.
That's
how it
the
is.
practice.
That's just how it is. So the beans are done. The beans are ready.
Done.
And I'm still waiting for some magical.
There's no magic. It's just good beans. Good beans.
And people
Cooked
get
to-
this wrong.
Cooked to perfection. Yeah, they are overcooked. They are flavorless.
Okay.
So now we have to go on a fishing trip. Fishing expedition.
My parents would make me eat green beans for almost every dinner because I had to get my veggies.
Canned?
No, it was they were frozen. They were little cut
Frozen.
ones.
Oh
that
yeah, I
they would
forgot
throw
to
in the
mention they're
microwave.
frozen beef.
Yeah. Oh, yep.
Thank you for sharing with us.
And I would always pair like 3 green beans with a bite of chicken or something because I didn't like them, so I had to mask the flavor.
So because it was flavorless, you liked it.
That sounds about right.
There we go.
That sounds about right.
So
this has no fancy flavor. It's just.
So you would eat the green beans now, fresh green beans, cooked to perfection.
Are they ready?
They are ready. And smell. Flavorless, so you should like them.
All right.
Okay, so now everybody, here, help yourself. Don't spill them out.
Very
It
good.
makes a bad impression.
Yeah.
Some napkins.
Let's go again and get everyone in the audience. Come on up here, and grab a green bean. There's some napkins right here. And while we're doing that, how can people hear about Allegre? Is there?
There's a website. Google it because the URL is just too complicated. But just Google BSU and Allegre.
Okay.
And it will lead you right away to our website where you can make a reservation for a meal.
Absolutely.
Unless it's already sold out. And then we would be happy to see you over there.
Great, incredible. Well, while the rest of the audience is getting some of their beans, I think we've got another package to roll to, so let's go ahead and throw it to that, and we'll be back with Clemens Averbeck in just a second.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanksgiving is an American staple, and the traditions surrounding the holiday have resonated with families for generations. In recent years, however, people have begun to criticize Thanksgiving for allegedly glorifying the early European settlers who took land from Native Americans and decimated their populations. What we need is a new holiday to be thankful on. We need a new way to express our thanks in a positive way that has nothing to do with the genocide of millions of people. If Columbus Day can get the PC treatment and be turned into Indigenous Peoples Day, then something can be done about Thanksgiving. Are you guys excited for Hanksgiving? Hanksgiving, the upcoming holiday of Hanksgiving. Are you excited for Hanksgiving? Are you ready for Hanksgiving? Are you guys excited for Hanksgiving? I really hope that Hanksgiving catches on. You know, I think this is going to revolutionize how we view our social issues in the future. You know, I really think they took a huge step forward with the Indigenous Peoples Day, and I think Hanksgiving is next spot.
What's Hanksgiving?
Hanksgiving is the best. We're trying to heal some tension caused by controversy surrounding Thanksgiving. I've decided to start a campaign to change Thanksgiving into Hanksgiving in honor of America's sweetheart, Tom Hanks.
Really?
Amazing idea.
Tom Hanks is amazing, yeah.
Woo! Why Tom Hanks?
Well, why not Tom Hanks? Happy Hanksgiving, guys. Happy Hanksgiving. What are your favorite Hanksgiving-themed movies?
I'd have to say Private Ryan.
Saving Private Ryan.
Saving Private Ryan.
Saving Private Ryan.
Probably Sully.
Forrest Gump.
Toy Story.
Oh, he's a dude in Big, right?
He plays the piano with his feet.
The piano thing where he does it with his feet. Big.
Big, yeah.
That's a classic. I saw a video of Kanye West and Kim Kardashian doing the same video or the same thing from Big. Yeah. But it wasn't Big, it was Runaway. Hanksgiving! Happy Hanksgiving! Happy Hanksgiving. Happy Hanksgiving. Happy Hanksgiving. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Have you heard of that one?
I have not.
Tom Hanks really likes that album.
Really?
I don't actually know if he likes that album a lot, but we're going to pretend that he does just for the sake of this interview. Tommy, what special Tom Hanks themed foods do you guys plan on having?
Like special foods?
Yeah, Tom Hanks themed foods. Because we've got things like David Pumpkins pie, you know, like David Pumpkins from SNL. Do you guys know who David Pumpkins is? Never. David Pumpkins, you know the SNL sketch? Oh, yeah, you know it.
Like Hank's ham or something like that?
That might be one. Hank's ham would be perfect. Captain Phillips cranberry sauce. That's a classic. What about Green Mile green beans?
No.
Would you like a flyer? Here you go. Thank you. Do you guys think that Hanksgiving is going to catch on? Do you think that people will accept this idea?
Of course. Maybe.
Maybe in certain parts of the country.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time.
I think it's interesting.
I do foresee some issues. I know my grandfather is pretty stuck in his ways, but as the millennials rise up, I'm sure it will catch on.
Well, folks, you heard it here. The millennials are coming, and they're coming for you. Do you have any ideas for us to expand? How do you think it would be easier? What are some marketing strategies do you think that we could use? Just like Indigenous Peoples Day. You know about Indigenous Peoples Day?
Yeah.
Do you support Indigenous Peoples Day?
Sure. Yeah.
Do you support Hanksgiving?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. What's the point of living if there's no Tom Hanks? We will reject the heinous atrocities that Thanksgiving glorifies. No longer will Thanksgiving represent oppression and imperialism. Today we will convert the old into new. A new symbol of peace will represent this holiday. We will give thanks for Hanks. Give Hanks, Tom Hanks. We fly, more like Tom Hanks flies.
We can, I guess, if it's easy to get Harry back on here. Yeah, just write that up. Sure, yeah, that works. Yep, that's sure. Chef Clemens Averbeck, thank you again so much for being here and hanging out with us. Incredible. You taught us how to make the incredibly difficult, arduous process of making green beans a little bit simpler. And ready.
And tastier.
And tastier, yes, much tastier.
There you go.
Once again, everybody, if you're at Ball State, make sure you check out the Allegre restaurant. If you want to find the website, it's apso.bsu.edu/Allegre. And it's Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays.
Thursdays, 5:30 to 6:15. The doors are open. Yeah, 5:30 to 6:15.
Okay, and that's for the rest of the semester, every week.
For the rest of the semester. Yeah, till the semester ends. Yes, right.
Yes, and you can just get a
yes,
reservation online.
you can make a reservation online.
Absolutely, that's incredible. Well, One final round of applause for this amazing, incredibly decorated guest we had. Chef Clemens Averbeck, thank you so much. And thank you all for tuning in. Have a good Thanksgiving break.